Hello friends, Teo here, and we're playing some more Harvest Moon, The Lost Valley on Nintendo Switch. Let's go ahead and get it booted up. And we're basically just going to be fishing a lot because we don't even have time to throw dirt around anymore. We just fish now. We got a scene from who I think is named Dewey, saying he wants someone to catch a lot of fish. So that's what we're doing. And to continue what we were talking about last time, I was talking about maybe incorporating playing Tokimeki Memorial specifically for the sake of practicing Japanese, and which means I wouldn't just be playing it, I would actually be actively looking up pretty much everything I don't understand and trying to familiarize myself with those words and concepts. At this point, I feel like there's not a ton of stuff I don't understand in Tokimeki Memorial games, but sometimes they do get on more like specialized topics and stuff like that in the game. Oh, cool. We're going to see him soon. We'll keep fishing just in case. Or maybe he'll just pop up today, like right now. Maybe he is popping up. He did. He woke up. He hates fish? I didn't know that. Oh, he can't swim. Oh, he likes to watch fish swim. Wait, no. Oh, wait, what? What did it say? He's mad now. Alright, and now he can help with chores. That's nice. So that's it. We didn't get any, like, new, there's Sam. We didn't get any new objectives or anything. Let's open, let's look at our requests. We need to raise animals, but we don't know how to raise animals yet, so I'm guessing that we're going to get a cutscene with the animal dude soon. So we don't really have anything in particular to work on right now. Let's actually sell our fish to Sam. I don't know how well this fish are going to sell, but we will see. They sell okay for how long it takes to catch them. It doesn't sound that great, but then you do get, I mean, if we get 3 fish a day and they're selling for an average of, let's say, 80, you know, and then we get, you know, crops take many, many days, you know, so we do get like 10 in one day, but that's over the course of several days, and, well, basil does not sell well. The broccoli seems good. Wednesday, I think that means the flower ladies are gonna come today, so maybe we will buy some new flowers. We don't. Oh, nice. We gotta rank up. Maybe plant some more spaces, like. You know, till some more land and get ready to plant lots of flowers, because flowers make a lot of money. And if we have animals coming soon, we're probably going to need to buy things like feed, and we will need to buy the animals themselves. I mean, they'll probably give us a free one. I'm just guessing. You know, we may even need to, like, build the barn. Who knows? We might need to buy that. So, buying some flowers sounds like it could be helpful. Planting some flowers, I mean. But, anyway, so I was going to talk for my topic. We're talking about playing Tokimeki Memorial. And, oh? Do those regrow? Interesting. But, yeah, so, I wanted to talk about how I'm going to fit that into my day. because I'm trying to have a more structured day. I already have a fairly structured day. The problem is I don't do anything with the time in between the like set things that I have structured. I haven't been really doing anything for a while, so I need to find things to do and like designate times for them. It also helps me keep those things in check so I don't get hyperfixated and just do them for like 12 hours straight, which is something I can easily do. But because I'm so prone to doing that, having structure where I say, okay, I'm only going to do this for 2 hours or something, like, makes it difficult to actually start doing something because I don't like to stop doing something when I'm in that kind of like state. It's hard to stop, and having to like kind of keep track of the time while I'm doing it is difficult, but overall I think that is something that I do need to do, is to have that kind of structure. And I used to think that having that kind of structure was not productive for me because it added a lot of like anxiety to life, like having like rigid structure and stuff like that. And I did have difficulty dealing with it. But I am starting to think now that having more rigid structure to everyday life is something that'll really help me a lot. And I do have, my days are pretty structured now, so I'm going to go into my personal structure and explain how I want to expand on this structure. So the first like major event I have in a day is lunch at 2 o'clock. Oh, it's Andrea. So I do eat lunch at 2 o'clock every day. It's not always exactly 2 o'clock, but I try to eat around 2 o'clock every day. Leading up to that is when I do, like, that's the first like thing that has a set time, or like a set general time. Leading up to that, from the time I wake up until 2 o'clock, is pretty much dedicated to doing whatever kinds of things need to be done for the day, like various chores or whatever, and like cooking the lunch, preparing that. So I do, like today I what kind of flowers should we grow? Let's try the blue rose. They're a little more expensive, but we'll buy like 20 of those. We've already done lots of pink pansies. We'll buy 10 of those. We still have 5,000. Okay, yeah, we're good. We'll talk to April. April is one of the marriage candidates in the game. That's all she says. So hopefully we'll see her personality flourish as the game goes on, hopefully. But we ranked up again, getting lots of ranks up today. But yeah, so that's kind of a block of time from waking up till 2 o'clock, is pretty much get everything that needs to be done in a day done during that time. I'm not good at having lots of things I need to do in a day. There's generally like one like kind of main thing. I tend to I have like a focus of one main thing that I like to do in a day, and my entire day will revolve around doing that thing, stressing about doing that thing, and calming down from the stress of having to have done that thing. So something like doctor's appointments or something like that is something that could be that thing. Making a single phone call requires a whole day's worth of energy for me. Okay, let's try. We're gonna put the blue rose seeds here. And stuff like that. Doing like today, I washed the bedding. Sometimes go to the grocery. It could be a thing that happens in that beginning time. And the rest of the day, we don't really do anything. And that's where I want to start structuring my time better. And so after I eat lunch, I usually nap. The problem with this is that nap time lasts 4 hours. I usually like try to keep the nap to 2 to 3 hours, and but then I just spend time like playing on my phone or something in the nap spot instead of actually doing anything else. And I'm kind of waiting for 7 p.m., which is coffee time. We used to actually sit, Husbando and I, and have coffee together. I've kind of stopped drinking coffee in the evenings, and it's more like a medicine time. Like, that's when he takes his evening medications, and I get them out for him and brew him a coffee and give him the coffee and get a snack for him and stuff, and kind of make sure he's comfortable for the rest of the night. So that's what coffee time has become. So I still call it coffee time, but it only takes about 15 minutes to get all that stuff done, and then I have the next part of the night. It's generally when I would start doing something like whatever kind of entertainment thing I wanted to do, like play a game or watch a show or something. Like I've kind of fallen out of wrestling, but when I was watching wrestling, I would start catching up on the latest wrestling events around 7:30, 8 o'clock. More closer to 8 o'clock if it was like when we were actually drinking the coffee together. And now more like 7:30. But I stopped doing that. And if you've been following all these videos, I've been talking about how I kind of went through a really depressive episode and I didn't have my medications and all this kind of stuff. And I've basically been doing nothing during these times except like scrolling Reddit, staring at the walls, just doing nothing, like nothing at all. So I finally started doing this, and this is what I do at the nighttime. And the nighttime occurs when after I put Husbando to bed. And the main reason I want to do this now is because while he's asleep, there's less likely a chance that he's going to need something and call out for me, or want something or need something and call out for me, and me have to be interrupted in the middle of a recording. So this is kind of like the most safe time to do recordings. That's why I'm doing these now. Oh, we have a lot of soil. I should be putting it down. I'm too busy like thinking and talking. Let's go ahead and chop. We might need some wood soon. Like we might need to build a barn. So I do have, I think, like 200 wood like stocked in the stock area. So in the storage. So it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we're full again. Okay, and we can always sell some lumber too. Yeah, we finished this up here. I think I mostly wanted to work on taking that down. We're just gonna kind of walk around and like think about where I want to put stuff. We do have some water over here, but I think I want to kind of take down all of this. Maybe we'll fill in this here where it's kind of low. So yeah, I have the nighttime is dedicated to this. So I was thinking, and then I go to sleep. And I was thinking I'll start doing Tokimeki Memorial in that post coffee time before putting Husbando to bed. And that'll give me a solid 2 hours to work on it every day. And since it is going to be something, as I was talking about last episode, that'll be like my intellectually stimulating activity, and that will that means it's going to require some like mental fortitude to continue and work on every day, because even though I'm fairly proficient at Japanese now, it still is somewhat mentally taxing to like use my mind in a foreign language. Like, like I have to concentrate harder. Like if I zone out or something, you know, I just don't understand. Whereas like if I'm doing something in English, my native language, and like let's say I'm watching a show and I kind of zone out and like my ears hear what they say, but I didn't really like pay attention for like a couple lines, and then I kind of catch myself and I like start listening again, then like I can kind of like remember what I heard in my head and process it all at once, like really quickly, and like that, like that's, you know, that works. I can understand it. But if it's something like Japanese and I don't hear a couple lines and then I realize I wasn't paying attention, then I've already forgotten what they said. I don't understand what they said. Like it's like it doesn't work. It's not as smooth. So I think that you know, doing something where you have to think in a language that's not native to you, especially when you haven't reached like a what I would consider a true level of fluency, which is where you can do stuff like that, like as if it were your native language, then I think, you know, there's some kind of mental effort involved in doing that. Even if you're just enjoying a piece of media, it's a little more mentally taxing than doing something that's not in your native language. And so I'll be able to do that in that short time. And so that's how my day is structured. Going forward, I want to work on structuring the rest of the parts. The beginning up until lunch is going to kind of stay the same. But that nap time is something I really want to get worked out. There is I talked in a previous video about how I've been trying out the idea of sleeping for about 6 hours at night and then having naps during the day, and that has been working pretty well for me. But maybe I should go back to using because I am getting this done at night, so you know, getting more of this done is not necessarily something I need to do. I'm already making more videos than I can upload, so maybe I can go back to sleeping at 8 hours a night and trying to cut out naps altogether and really utilize this 4 hours of time that I'm not doing much with in my day, and do something with it. And in the future, I do want to get into doing some kind of exercise, like regular exercise again, even if it is something just like a step aerobics or something like that. You know, just getting my body moving more than walking around the house and walking around the grocery store and stuff like that. You know, just the little things that you are kind of required to move to get through the day. That's about all the movement my body does. And you know, so that's something I can add in there. And I don't know. You know, I was also thinking about streaming again. Like, you know, maybe I could do some exercise, and that might wake me up a bit so I don't feel like taking a nap, and then stream for the rest of the 3 hours that I have. And, you know, that'll accomplish creating positive social outlets. Which is one of the things I want to work on. Lots of things can be done just by restructuring this 4 hours of day that I've been spending on napping, you know, and by staying up late and then spending time napping. You know, I am getting an extra 2 hours at night, but if I cut out the nap and the time I spend before and after the nap doing not a lot, that's a big chunk of time that I can open up to doing something maybe more productive. So, or more helpful or useful to myself. So, thinking about that now. That's something I have to think about. But for right now, you know, I'm trying to do things a little bit at a time and not overwhelm myself. I'm very easily overwhelmed. So, we will see. But that's the story of my daily life structure. I'm curious to know if you guys have like a really structured life like that. I mean, I think most people, being disabled, my life revolves around like eating and sleeping, so, and like doing like the basic stuff that I do need to do, like chores and stuff like that. I am able, fortunately, to go to the grocery now and then and stuff like that. And going, like, a lot of my time recently revolves around doctor's appointments and those kinds of things. So, but I think other people, a lot of people, their life revolves around things like work or school. So you do have that structure, but when you're not doing those things, do you have structure? Like, what kind of structure do you guys have in your life? I'm very curious. Do you structure out the rest of your day so that your whole day is structured? And what about the days you don't have school or work? Do you keep like a rigid structure to those, or do you just kind of do whatever? I'm curious. So let me know. I'm very curious to know what kind of structure you guys use in life. But with that being said, we're gonna quit here, and I don't know how we're supposed to get animals in this game. Well, we did plant a lot of flowers, so that's good. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, and bye bye.